Hello and welcome to episode 7. I am Michelle Dennis Evans and
I'm Farmer Gregie. Hello.
and we're both amazingly famous with our authoring because we've both written books that have sold amazingly.
I still call myself Farmer Gregie, although I'm not on the farm anymore. But I've been having so many dreams about being on the farm, working with my dad and uncle lately, that they're both retired, thankfully, now.
So you'll never go back there and do that?
I can't see it.
Because they won't be there.
I just keep dreaming about it. That's okay. I'll get my nourishment in my dreams.
Yeah.
Just like I'm playing golf and cricket and tennis and baseball and soccer. And this is really cool. Last week, Michelle's husband, Shane, had a dream about me walking. And my support worker yesterday, son, came here and said, "You won't believe this, Gregie. I had a dream about you last night. You were walking."
That's really cool.
So it's just a matter of time now.
Time and a bit of hard work from you.
Yeah, I'm still working hard doing the stretches and positive mind space.
Got a really good team of physios and really good OT and great support workers that continue to help Greg.
Although I worked with a new physio for the first time yesterday, it was really good. But the week before when I met him, he said, "Maybe we need to look at getting a powered chair for you." I said, "Julian, your job is to get me out of this chair, not keep me in a chair, okay? Because I'm going to walk very soon." So he laughed. He said, "Okay, Greg, yes, we'll do our best."
Yeah. So he doesn't know what you know.
No, I've already seen it so many times. It's like that's a precursor to reality.
Yeah, you see it in your mind, and the mind can do amazing things. Yeah, incredible.
See it, believe it, achieve it.
Work hard for it.
Yeah.
No free rides.
No. As I was cool, I was chatting to a psychologist yesterday, and I said, "I see this is my second chance at life." It's amazing, and not everybody gets that opportunity. So I'm going to build a better life this time around than the last time.
Yeah, you got a huge mission out in front of you.
Yeah.
And while we're talking about that, we are on YouTube. So please hit the like button, follow our channels. We're popping up on subscribe.
That helps the algorithms so that more people will get to see.
Doesn't mean you have to watch it every time. Just like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate
that. And please comment if you enjoy the content or give us
questions,
feedback. We always appreciate feedback. So Michelle has incredible knowledge about nutrition. She's the guru. I always I can get advice from her as I'm recovering all the time. I'm very conscious of my food and drink choices these days. Although I don't have to get advice about what to drink, the answer is water. The other part 2 is more water.
Yeah.
More water. 3 liters a day.
Not just water. Good, clean, filtered water.
Yeah.
Structured water, even if you can get structured water.
It's got to be filtered.
Got to be clean water to hydrate the cells.
Yeah.
Make the body work
better. It helps our brain recover too. Hydration
and blood pressure too.
Clarity of thought.
Often high blood pressure is caused by dehydration. Just simply the cells need, your blood needs water.
So my blood pressure has been crazy good this week. Multiple times we've tested it and it's been like...
in range, hey. I don't trust the machine all the time though.
Last night was 93/43.
I think that's a dodgy reading.
Too low.
I don't think it read right. I think that whenever you do
43 is crazy low.
If you use those little machines you can use at home, always do 3 or 4 readings if it seems wrong and just work out the average or change the batteries.
Yeah, I think batteries might be due for a change,
Yeah.
but it'll make my doctor very happy when I see him next week. He was a bit concerned last week. My diastolic was a little high, but it's back under control now. The bigger the day I have, the better the blood pressure. Like, as if I'm out all day in the chair, and even though I'm not walking as such,
You're still moving your leg to move yourself around
yeah,
and sitting upright using your core.
that gets the blood pumping better.
Yeah.
The heart works harder, which is good for us.
Yeah, we're meant to move. We are meant
Yeah.
to move and be active every day somehow. And if it means when you're in a chair that you can only move one leg and one arm, well,
Another thing that Michelle is a big, what I say, sleep. The importance of sleep is often underrated. Like, it's right up there with nutrition as just as important as what we eat to enable us to utilize everything we eat, and for the body to recover every night. And we have to get back in touch with the circadian rhythm, and that is getting sun early in the morning at sunrise, and waking early is much better for us, and going to bed early. I used to be a night owl when I was a DJ. Terrible sleep patterns. I used to often work until the sun came up, and I'd go home and sleep until lunchtime.
yeah.
But
The other thing with that is we have so much, which I'm sure many of you are aware of, everything around us has blue light. So our computer screens, our phones, the lights that we have in our houses, and it mimics the sun. So if we have them on at night time, it's interrupting those circadian rhythms. So it means that we don't start calming down, ready for sleep.
probably the biggest disruption of our sleep patterns happened with the invention of the light bulb, when everybody is in the house at night with the lights on, watching TV, and on these naughty devices just before we go to sleep.
Yeah.
That stimulates the brain, makes it very difficult to sleep.
Do you turn it off now?
Putting it in airplane mode.
Excellent.
So when my girlfriends are texting me in the night, it doesn't beep and awaken me.
What do I do with them, people?
Well, I am in search of my second wife, I've always said.
Yes.
And not just want to get married again, but meet my soulmate and find my best friend for life.
Yeah.
It's very important to me still.
So we weren't planning to talk about that
No.
today. We did have a topic that Greg wanted to discuss.
Something I faced a lot as a kid, and I think Michelle did too. She probably doesn't often talk about it as quite as much as I do, that perfection is overrated. A lot of people are led to believe they should try and be perfect, but be your best self and aim to achieve excellence, but perfection is unattainable. So we're setting ourselves up. A lot of kids would be frozen in fear of disappointing and not achieving well enough if they're trying to be perfect.
I think something I heard a lot from many different people was practice makes perfect. And now I have changed that to practice means progress. Because the more we do something, it just means we're progressing. And we take that perfectionism mindset away.
Yeah. So I really feel like the magic is just in the doing, not trying to be perfect, but just having a red hot crack. I guess I've become pretty good at that with everything in life. I just give it a go, even if I don't know. How do you set up a milk factory on a dairy farm? I'll figure it out as I go. And then no farm, no trouble, go and get a job. So I drove a tour bus for wine tasting, but I don't drink wine. That's all right. All the sellers have their own people to talk about the wine. I can drive the bus and talk about the scenic rib and helping launch hot air balloons. I'm not the pilot. I don't have to fly the thing. I just get shown, do this and then do this and do that. And just follow instructions, really simple. And pack it up when it lands. Just get to know where you need to park the vehicle and help the boss.
So, speaking of the boss,
yeah,
I met the boss's wife. Had lunch with her recently. It was really nice. Carly from Go Ballooning.
You're the boss's wife. Shane's the boss.
I'm the boss. I'm a boss woman.
Oh, Michelle's Shane's boss.
No, he's the boss too. We're both boss people.
Co-bosses. You Carly.
Carly from Go Ballooning.
Murray owns Go Ballooning.
Giving Go Ballooning a plug.
Who I worked for 6 months leading up to the stroke. In fact, I was on the job site when I fell over with the stroke, working with Murray himself. He saw me go down and he was the one that rang the ambulance that inevitably saved my life. I didn't have much time to play with to get to the hospital. So I talk about I was spared by God because God put me on the job 5 minutes away from a hospital. So if I was further from a hospital, would have been all over Red River. We wouldn't have had time.
Yeah.
So combination of factors, and
we're so grateful.
The fact that Murray acted so quickly. If I was with somebody else that hesitated, it just listen to me. I said, I don't need an ambulance. There's nothing wrong with me.
And I said that to Carly when I met with her, and she said Murray knew there was something definitely wrong.
Yeah.
He wasn't taking anything Greg was saying.
Yeah.
He rang the ambulance straight away. Yeah. So blessed, hey?
Yeah, very.
What a blessing that Murray thought quickly and
Greg's
here to tell a story.
I'm probably quite different to a lot of people that have been through this experience, and they might get very down and depressed. And all I feel is gratitude for still being here and get to spend more time with family. And last week I got to call in and visit Dad and say happy birthday for his 81st. Like little things like that, more birthdays and Christmases with family is such a thrill for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and meeting my soulmate, I might not have been alive to experience that new chapter of my life, but it will happen soon. I've had a very strong feeling for some time now that she is close. I knew that she was close. I didn't know if I had met her or not yet, but who knows?
Who knows?
We're not talking about
We're not talking about that. So perfection. Where do you what do you all think about perfection? Drop in the comments. Did you grow up with that perfectionist mindset or the excellence mindset? Striving to always be the best you can each day or grow more in yourself each day is really different to perfectionism and having to be the best or having to get it perfect. Very different mindset.
Yes. Sorry, Michelle just said before this episode is sponsored by Oakley Honey. Our good friend Dylan he also has beehives, and we love his honey the best.
It's great. Local raw honey.
Local raw honey. Never buy honey in the shop.
Often sitting on, is it Park Ridge Road? They've often got a stall, or you can pick it up from Stone Real Estate at Upper Coomera. Yeah.
It is the best.
It's yummy honey.
If you try it, tell us you agree it's the best.
So I found a list of people who weren't so perfect from the Bible, and I think we were talking about perfectionism when I found this. So Jacob was a cheater. Peter had a temper. David had an affair. Noah got drunk. Jonah ran away from God. Paul was a murderer. Gideon was insecure. Miriam was a gossip. Martha was a worrier. Thomas was a doubter. Sarah was impatient. Elijah was moody. Moses stuttered. Zacchaeus was short. Abraham was old. Lazarus was dead. So,
And for those of you that haven't read the Bible, a lot of those names Michelle listed were apostles of Jesus. And well, some of the other names you would know, they were quite famous, like
that's
Moses
where
and
the saying
Noah.
doubting Thomas comes from. So yes, it just shows that God can use anyone, perfect or imperfect.
Yes.
And He's got a plan for all of us and a purpose for us here on earth to do good things.
And that's without sounding arrogant, it's part of the reason I know I was saved, because God has a big plan for me. I'm going to help other people find Jesus and bring joy and happiness and love to their life. You can live a much happier life with God and Jesus in it. You don't have to believe me, that's optional, of course, but I know for myself the way I'm feeling now is I'm just enjoying life so much. Despite the limitations I'm facing, I'm getting better and stronger every day. Sorry, the fatigue is kicking a little. I'm not talking great today, but I have the power patches on
Power patch. Energize you a little bit, keep you out of pain. Yeah.
My next GP appointment next week, and I'm going to harass him again to reduce more meds. I want to get off the medication. I'm feeling well now, and I think that meds are just slowing me down.
They have their purpose. They have their purpose. They've done you well so
I
far.
needed them when I had them. Like, I was in such extreme pain. Now I can
move that arm. Look at that.
It's ready to swing a golf club, I tell you. This is just a towel I put in the hand to help straighten the fingers out.
And this arm here, the rotator cuff.
Yeah.
All good.
It's ready to play tennis. I just got to get up and run.
It's coming.
Come on, leg. Wakey, wakey. Matter of time.
Matter of time.
It's
lots
inevitable.
Of more prayer and work.
And lots of good food. I've been eating lots of vegetables and yogurt and fruit smoothies.
Cool. So we would love to hear what your thoughts are on excellence, perfectionism, how you work through things. Do you aim for that excellence and being the best you can be every day? Are you always going through personal growth? I just think it's so important that we continue to grow as humans throughout our life and not get stagnant. So yeah, drop in the chat. Let us know where you're at in your thoughts around those things and ask us questions.
I think often crisis in life can lead us towards the greatest phases of growth.
That's right.
Like the end of my marriage, I did so much internal work through that, and it was kind of the saddest time in my life, but to get through that and get past it.
And now you've been given more opportunity to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're always being presented opportunities to grow.
Yeah, we should embrace them. I shouldn't say what you should do.
We're not going to shit on you.
I choose. I choose to embrace it and grow from it.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Thanks,
on that note, thank you for joining us. And we will see you
for the chat.
in episode 8.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.